Roundtree Acoustics. We're a hi-fi company making loudspeakers based in Cornwall. And we've been in existence just over a year, and this is our second Heathrow show in September, and we're introducing our second model at this show. So the bigger one there is our first model, which is £6,600, and the new one, strangely, is £3,300.
Now, so I'm presuming that you usually don't cater so much for the sort of beginner's audio, but for the real, if you like, the seasoned hi-fi.
I suppose you'd call it a seasoned hi-fi. Our customers tend to be real music lovers, and the speaker appeals to the musician more than the sort of high-end fanatic. That's not to disparage the high-end fanatics, it's just the way it seems to be working out. And the reason for that is that they present music in a very unusual way, which is a lot more like a concert hall experience, what's called omnidirectionals. And they send sound out into the room in all directions, which gives quite a different experience from a normal loudspeaker where you've got woofers and tweeters on the front firing at you.
I've got to admit, the thing which impressed me is they have a sort of almost a 2001 obelisk look to them, which is quite impressive actually, because that would fit in quite nicely, I'd say, in most rooms.
The first one is a rectangular speaker, which it sort of had to be because of the cabinet technology we're using in that model. The newer one has got a much more slimline, eight-sided shape, and if you go up and touch it, you'll discover that it's got a rather unusual surface. Feels like skin.
It does feel like leather actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's actually neoprene.
There is just something about that where you can just imagine that would fit in most rooms.
Yes.
Obviously this is very high-end stuff. So I mean, how did you get in first of all to doing this? Was it something that you'd already been working in before you started making your own products?
Yes, I first started this in Canada about 25 years ago when I got very bored doing a PhD, and I veered off the subject and started making prototype panel speakers on the kitchen table. And eventually the lack of progress in my degree was noticed. I was hauled up before the dean, who turned out was an audiophile, which is very lucky. And so he helped me with getting venture capital finance, and we've sort of moved on from there. So that was 4 companies ago in Canada.
So it's a real passion of yours then?
It seems to be, yeah. Or some might say perversion, given the neoprene cover loudspeaker, I don't know.
Well, I like it, so I'm perverted towards it. Would you say, personally, you think that most of the customers you get understand fully what they're buying? Because I get the feeling there's a lot of people who have a passion for audio but perhaps don't understand the technical side so much.
Yeah, I think that's true in this case, because the technical side of these things is pretty deep, and there's a lot of computer analysis, computer simulation, and so forth, and they're quite complex systems mechanically. And so, yeah, I'd say few would really understand all aspects of it. What they do is sit down in front of it, and they either get the sound or they don't. And we have a few that don't, but so far most people seem to like it.
www.roundtree-acoustics.com proudly opens with a picture of their Omnimon monolith speaker and a review praising them for having the best two-way, proving that AV is not the only suspect technical term in the audiophile's vocabulary. I found their website was the easiest one to use, and it offered up a wealth of details and even music suggestions. The truth is though, that this website didn't show any prices, and as a wise man once said, anything with no price on, you can't afford. By that account, this should be the best website because it's undoubtedly going to lead to you spending quite a lot of money, but unfortunately that seems to be one of the things that high-end audio is all about. Like most people, you just have to see how far up the ladder you can afford to go, and then it seems there's something there for anyone who's serious about their sound.
But obviously it's because they don't look like speakers, they just look like another piece of furniture really.
Yeah.
But obviously it all, as with all things, it eventually comes down to the taste of the consumer, what they want to hear, what they like. And I think we've had quite a good range and good experience of these things. So anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Great.
And it's I know you've had a lot of people in and we've had to press you for to try and get between the customers, but thank you very much for that.
Okay, that's fine.
And yes, I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Right, I think it's fair to say that basically what we've learned here today is that the world of hi-fi is more open than most people would perhaps believe. People, I don't think, know this sort of thing's out here. However, with door prices for these events at about £12, we have VIP tickets, we're usually quite cheap. With this sort of thing happening, you've really got to ask yourself, are they opening themselves up to the public? Also, as we've heard before, it's not down to a salesman to tell people what they need. So, the truth is, it's out there, but you've got to want it, and you've got to have the money. So, long and short of it, is that we passed our hotel room.
About 5 minutes ago.
Now the various exhibitors get themselves a nice hotel room with a giant screen, as you can see. This is the life of an audio expert. But right now, me and my cameraman have broken in. So we can recharge the camera. Hey, quick, there's a bag over there, get that. Get the bag. Oh god, the phone's going. Run, run, run.